Hey guys, how's it going? Check out what I've got today. Just picked this up. That's right, it's Lethal Enforcers for the Super Nintendo. Go ahead, make my day. Ooh, nice.
Lethal Enforcers. Player 1.
Aha, that's right.
In progress to 32nd Street. Stay safe.
All right, here we go. We're going to go all Vic Mackey and take down the bad guys. I am the Silvered Grunion. Thank you for being here. And I literally just picked this up today. Very excited. This is Lethal Enforcers for the Super Nintendo. And it's been a while since I played this game. In fact, I've never played the Super Nintendo version. I always had the Sega Genesis with that big blue gun. No gun here, of course, but that's okay. We're using the old-fashioned controller. This game caused a lot of controversy back in the early 90s, along with its co-conspirator Mortal Kombat. This was one of the games that was said to be wrecking the brains of the youth of America. That's crazy. Look how I turned out. I'm fine. I mean, granted, I see leprechauns everywhere. They tell me to burn things. But that's not because of wild video games. That's just a medication issue I've never had checked. And why would I? It makes St. Patrick's Day so much more interesting. Of course, I am the Silvered Grunion, but today I'm joined by a special guest, law enforcement extraordinaire, Max Magnum. I'm here to show you pansies how to crack some skulls. I don't think that level of hostility is necessary, but all right, here we go. Max, how would you handle a bank robbery? It all depends. If my ex-wife was in there, I'd burn the place to the ground. Okay, maybe no more questions for you. Whatever. As we move outside, here we go. By the way, guys, if I sound a little hoarse, sorry about that. I really should have chewed some gum prior to starting this video. Yeah, well, I came here to chew bubble gum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubble gum. Isn't that from that movie, They Live? I don't even watch movies. My life is a movie. Max Magnum, rated S for sex. All right, too far. And guys, just want to say thank you again for being here. Thank you for all the wonderful comments about my birthday, and I'm happy to be playing this Super Nintendo game with all of you. And you might notice some differences between this version and the Sega Genesis, the Sega CD, and of course, the arcade. The Super Nintendo does not feature any kind of blood. And when we get hit, the screen turns green instead of red. But the sound is tremendous and the graphics are just about perfect. This was as close as you could get to being in the arcade. Unless maybe you had the Sega CD. But no need to spend a lot of money on a CD-based console. The Super Nintendo had you covered. Hey, I had a Sega CD for my whole life, until my ex-wife took it to Panama with some cabana boy named Javier. All right, I feel like that's going to be racist, and no, we're not getting canceled. Not yet. And besides, now we're in the driving stage, and this is where it really hits the fan. I feel like I'm back at Fulton Industrial Boulevard in Atlanta, Georgia. This was like a daily routine on Fulton Industrial. I'm gonna go get some milk, better put on a bulletproof vest. That place was so dangerous, the hookers had bulletproof implants. Hey, you're gonna make a lot of people mad with that one. I like it. Obviously, I'm kidding. Kinda, sorta, not really. I mean, obviously it's not Fulton Industrial. If it was, the cars would be on fire. And everyone would have hepatitis. Hey, you just don't know when to quit. Hey, if you think I'm kidding, after this video, feel free to head over to Google and Google Fulton Industrial Boulevard, Atlanta, Georgia, and the word crime. Then set aside about 3 days to look up what happened in the past 10 minutes. They do have a lovely bridge, though, if you ever feel like, getting stabbed or held up. And what's this? We get an unmarked van. That's not good. Oh, here we go. It's a man in a trench coat pointing his bazooka. Hey there, buddy. Are you a terrorist or are you just happy to see me? Hey, we didn't do too bad so far. Our first day on the job, let's see. Accuracy 74%. That's not bad. And we've made captain. All right, level 1, I call that a success. Yeah, you would, wouldn't you? Have you ever had to eat dog food, man? I didn't think so. Wait, what? Captain Grunion. Like the sound of that. Settle down there, Goldie. I'm not very familiar with this level, but we're going to give it a try. Let's go in. Let's do our very best to protect and serve. Do you plan on sounding like a real man anytime soon? Hey, I like that you can select any level at any time, but I like to go in order as the developers intended. I'll take that as a no. You could be a little more politically correct, sir. Yeah, you could try not being a puss. What is that? Why don't you try explaining that one? All right, there's a Chinese chef chasing a chicken with a butcher knife outside the restaurant. Wow, man, that's racist. Hey, I didn't make the game. I'm just playing it, and I'm feeling increasingly dirty as we go along. Sorry. I'm noticing, too, that the villains do have a variety of attacks. They're not just shooting at you like some guys come right up and try to stab you, like that guy. Keeps you on your toes. Don't stab me, bub. I already went to church. I don't need to be any more holy. Wow. Once again, guys, thank you so much for being here. I am the Silvered Grunion. If you're just joining us, we are playing Lethal Enforcers on the Super Nintendo. That's right, I just picked it up today. This is my first time playing in just about 30 years. And admittedly, we're not doing too great. We're not doing bad, but we could do better. I don't think I'd be a good cop for a variety of reasons. I mean, we all can't be like my guest, Max Magnum. Max, why don't you tell them some of your credentials as a law enforcement extraordinaire? Man, I got kicked off the force for being too real. Ah, you were kicking down doors and taking down bad guys, weren't you? Actually, I had a little PCP problem. And I got into a fight with some stray dogs. What is wrong with you? Oh, nothing anymore. No, I've been clean for at least 4 hours. Dude, we've been together for like 9 hours. I don't recall most of that at all. Hey, remember that time we played Lethal Enforcers? That's literally happening right now. Oh man, I fell off the wagon. Hard. All right, let's get back to the game. What is wrong with you? Maybe my mummy didn't love me enough. No, I like drugs. There we go. All right. Hey, 61% accuracy. Somehow I don't think I'm going to keep that captain's rank we earned earlier. And by the way, guys, if you get a chance, please like and subscribe. It does help us out quite a bit. And I do enjoy doing these videos. I do enjoy talking to all of you. And I enjoy playing Lethal Enforcers on the Super Nintendo. This was a last-minute birthday present from somebody, and I really appreciate it. Having a great time so far. I did play this a lot as a kid on the Sega Genesis, as I mentioned earlier, but I never got very far, and to be honest with you, I was kind of a perfectionist, so I'd always play the first level, trying to get it absolutely right. And I just do that over and over again, and I didn't get very far in the game, but I had fun. That literally sounds like OCD, like you have a mental illness. I probably have several, but you know what? That's what makes me who I am. Way to go, kid. Plus, it detracts from your face, which is a real detriment. Ah, crap, I shot one of the innocent bystanders. That's gonna cost me a few points on my jacket. And shut up, my face is fine. You'll find a girl with low standards, don't worry. This is random, but I'd like to see Nintendo re-release Hogan's Alley. Remember that game for the original Nintendo with the old zapper? I think it'd be great to have that on the Switch. You could use the Joy-Cons as pointers. It's not quite the same thing, but it would be kind of cool. Playing this just made me think of it. It's really the same premise to make sure you get the bad guys, don't shoot the good guys. Could be fun. Make sure you let me know in the comments, guys, what games you're playing right now, and maybe suggest a few games for me to play. You never know, I might play it right here on the channel. I play just about anything. I'm not a snob. I'll try any game at least once, but I do prefer retro games, especially Super Nintendo. In fact, later I'm thinking about picking up Donkey Kong Country. Haven't played that one in a while, and I love that game. I think this will be the last level of this game that we do here, because I've got a hot date tonight. Oh, would your hand become available? No, I ordered a pizza, and it's on its way, and I'm very excited. I'm also very hungry. Yeah, that sounds about right. I always start these games on an empty stomach, and I regret it later on, so I had the foresight to order a pizza, but now it's getting close to the time it's going to be delivered. So we're going to finish up this level, we're going to deliver our brand of justice, and take down the bad guys, all before dinner. But I've thoroughly enjoyed this game so far, and I think we're going to play through it entirely another time. Sorry, just concentrating. They're popping up everywhere. The real key to this game, if I remember, is the accuracy. You don't want to fire off rounds for no reason. So I'm trying, but I do have an itchy trigger finger. You look like a lot of things would be itchy. Yeah, thanks. But I'm trying here to do my best to get those stats up so we can at least end on a good note. What is with the jumping? All right, this section's clear. Let's see how we did. Ooh, 50%, that's down. But still not terrible for our first time. Let's see if we can pick it up in the final quarter of the game. Now we're chasing a moving train and things are gonna get hectic, but that's okay. We deal with stress very well here on Grunion Games. It's getting tougher now. Trying to deflect those knives. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, man, she's gonna need another dress. Yeah, I know. You're the reason they invented body cam, pal. And you're the reason they invented birth control. Moving on. We gotta buckle down and see if we can salvage this final stage. Uh-oh, boss fight. We've got a madman throwing knives. Who throws a knife? Honestly. All right, we're not doing damage. Oh, we have to time it just right. We gotta make sure he doesn't throw those knives. At the same time, getting him in that one frame of animation where he is vulnerable. I keep forgetting to reload. I got a load right here waiting for you. Don't say it. We've almost got him. There we go. Stage clear. Hey, we're still captain. 57% accuracy. Not too bad, but I've seen worse. We did hit 2 civilians, so there's definitely room for improvement. And we're bumped down to Lieutenant. Alright guys, well thank you so much for joining me here. I am the Silvered Grunion, and this was Lethal Enforcers for the Super Nintendo. I had a great time, guys. Make sure you come back. We'll play some more games, have some more fun, and hopefully, no more Max Magnum. Hey, bub, can you drop me off on Fulton Industrial? I got a hankering for some pancakes. That means PCP. No, just stop. That's it. God bless, and we'll see you next time.